Hello, my name is Sheeby, and today we are playing Contraindication. This was a game jam game. I think it was made in 11 days, something like that. I think it's an RPG Maker game. I love those. I know people are like, oh, RPG Maker, it's like you're broke, you can't. No, give me RPG Maker games. I love it. It's so nostalgic to me. These were some of my first games. Playing on the computer. So on my parents' laptop specifically, downloading RPG Maker games and I wasn't supposed to. So anyway, let's play Contraindication. Your time's up. One of my co-workers must have ratted me out. Clicking also works, okay. I think I need your things gone, ASAP. Whatever. I'll leave when I leave. See if I care. Move using the arrow keys. Press enter or the spacebar to expect. Escape opens the menu. Holding shift changes speed. Look around as much as you'd like. The door to leave is at the top right. Oh. Sunlight filtering in from the window. A reminder of the outside world. A bitter reminder that time continues on. When she was younger, she was frequently told that she had her blank's eyes. Mom's eyes? The glow of the phone screen reflects in those same eyes, the more tired with the years taking their toll, brown turning to green as she continues to read her last report. If the world were to disappear around her at this very moment, she would neither notice nor care. Bruises? A bruised knee, an uncommon occurrence for someone who bruises easily. Girl, get you some iron. Feet. Fluffy socks. Those look like bandages, but okay. Warm with stripes. Ah, it's because they're stripes, okay. Blanket? Dim soft blanket, the kind you want to stay under. Telefono? Reima is very intently ignoring every follow-up text. She will leave on her own schedule, not at the insistence of someone whose face she cannot recall. Incompetent. If you did your job properly, I could have finished my work in its entirety. Now I'm left with no choice but to present it as is. Even a simulated test would be nice. She continues muttering to herself under her breath. A charger incapable of fulfilling its purpose. Stares at the power outlet, waiting expectantly to be picked up. Power outlet, nothing more, nothing less. Light switch. It's better to have the... That's more like it. I'm gonna turn it on in a moment, though. Wooden picture frame laying flat on a shelf. A thin layer of dust covers it, but the frame is in good condition. It has clearly been looked after with care. I don't want to look at it. The family portrait smiles will forever be frozen in time. Her chest stings at the reminder of them. She quickly shuts her eyes, suppressing the idyllic memory to ease the pain. There's more important matters at hand. Light. Metallic lamp hangs from the ceiling. Rema stares up at it every night, the hazy light bulb forming an opaque eye that looks down on her. It's reassuring to be able to pretend that someone is there. The sun is pouring through already. Clear skies. No wonder it's so loud outside today. The harsh brightness of the light is unpleasant, but the gentle warmth it provides wins over even someone as nocturnal as Rema. She moves out from the blanket slightly to absorb it. She's quietly pleased. Clothes hanger doing its job. I'll change into it before I leave. Interesting perspective. Monitor connected to her lab for remote work powered off. Wish I could have just had a little more time. I think I clicked everything. Should I leave yet? Yeah, stay. Might as well keep them waiting a bit more. Ugh, that shoddy electrical wire has a mind of its own. That's funny. Tangled mess of curly hair exacerbated by bed. She will wrangle it into submission before leaving the house. Wow. She was younger. Yeah. Okay. Time to head out. As she reaches for the door handle, Rema looks down at the blue and turquoise charm she carries with her at all times. She carefully affixes it to her wallet to keep it secure, gives it a rub for good luck, and takes a breath before quietly setting out towards her first destination. About time. So, grab the case already. Aren't I supposed to blend in as a customer? Those were your garbage rules, not mine. Let me at least window shop before taking off. Sorry. Grab it when you're ready. Huh. Neatly arranged medicine of low doses in comparison to the pharmaceutical drugs on the other side of the wall. She skims some of the descriptions for fun, hiding amusement in knowing which chemicals she has utilized in her own research. Some of these shouldn't even be sold. The doses are so low they might as well be placebos. Heh, placebos. I wonder if anyone would notice if I replaced some of these with sugar pills. That would kind of be a fun experiment. No, don't do that. Not sure how I'd keep track of the population who purchased it, though. Especially since someone decided to catch the eye of local management and can't help me. I can literally hear you? You wouldn't actually pull a stunt like that, right? Of course not. Who do you think I am? I make the world a better place, remember? Not even going to speak to me? As if you deserve to be acknowledged. Tough crowd. A smile slips out involuntarily, and Rema quickly turns to hide it. What would you even want to speak about anyways? Not entirely sure, actually. I guess I should interact again if I want to talk about things. Soda in various forms sprawled across the store shelves. No marketing is necessary when any cold beverage is in weather like this, evident by Rema's sudden dry mouth. Me too, man. I need to hold back. The committee's more important. Bags of chips line the rows of the store shelves. Rema's mouth slightly waters at the sight of her favorite flavors, the packaging of each bright and inviting. What is your favorite flavored chip? You gotta tell. I forgot to eat again. The committee's more important. I'll find something up for lunch after. Floor? Honestly, some of the best chip flavors. I don't know if I have a number one, but the first one that comes to mind is salt and vinegar. That one's so good. I'm a big fan. I don't know. There's an Asian market nearby, and they have ones from they have Lay's from I think it's China, and they have different flavored ones, and there's a hot pot flavor. That one's good too. Cold tile floor, not pleasant to fall on per prior experience. Now is not the time for Rema to think. It's a luxury she will have while waiting at the subway station later. My most important priority right now is securing the briefcase. She has discreetly been watching the object of her attention through her peripheral vision, noting the condition of the case to make sure it has not been tampered with. Oh, I see it there. I didn't even notice. It's the same as I saw it last time. I'll make sure by checking the weight before leaving, but at least they didn't screw it up. Talk again? Should I say anything? So, how's the weather? Why don't you tell me? You just came from outside. You fool. Wait, they're still letting you work here? You underestimate my ability to push the blame on others. Yeah, that sounds about right. What do you even look like? We don't know? Like you, I guess, if you slept more, ate properly, drank water, put on makeup. Damn. What? With the amount of work you're doing, the stress alone will give you white hair, you know. Ha ha ha. Very funny. How's your side gig been working out? Let's just say I make more than what they pay me. Good job. How did you get your clientele anyway? Secret of the trade. You're a pretty unique case, though. I haven't stored experimental medicine for anyone else. I'm taking that as a compliment. Thank you. What do you do off the clock? Kill time, mostly. Watching shows, catching a movie every once in a while, hanging out with friends when they're free, stuff like that. Can't remember the last time I did anything besides work or sleep. The still body of a modern security camera, cold to the touch. We touched it. Displaying what it sees on the television screen is a warning. It's of no concern to Rema, as she knows that the server the data is stored in has been past capacity for quite some time. The briefcase is in plain sight. Unless someone were to observe the live footage at this very moment, there's no danger. Having monitored the activity around this particular pharmacy in the particular store, Rema knows it is safe. Okay. Take the case and go. Stored it per your instructions, so... She examines the case carefully, opening it to ensure the validity of its contents before shutting the lid with a sigh of relief. Looks good. I wired the money to your account for the trouble. Pleasure doing business. Don't expect a repeat customer. If your little operation here didn't have a setback, my work could have been finished properly. Yeah, sorry about that. Good luck with whatever you have planned. Thanks. Good luck to you too. She exits the decrepit storefront, looking back one final time. Got what I came for. Next up is the committee. Rima begins walking towards the nearest subway station. She soon finds herself descending via metal stairs towards a landing point, noting the paint that has peeled off from daily use. There's a sound of acknowledgement from the computer system as she scans her pass before going through the turnstile. I can hear the subway coming and going at regular intervals on the other side of this metal island. The sensation of each train arrival resembles that of a wave approaching, the water washing over us all, in a place where even the sun cannot reach. Rima quietly evaluates her current situation. Everything will be over soon. I should probably make sure I have everything in order before the subway arrives. Rest the middle columns, forming the ribcage of the station. Someone's standing closer than I'd like. They're acting a bit strange. I'll try to grab a seat further away once I'm on the subway. Continue looking around. Someone's standing in my vicinity. They seem preoccupied with an important phone call. Not like the signal will last much longer once we're in the tunnels, though. Vague silhouettes of people in the distance. They're barely discernible from the landscape. Light piercing through the darkness, and eyes staring back at me. Tall, imposing series of archways, a reminder that we are underground. You know what? I love subways. I love metros. I love public transportation. I just like being in there. I know they can be dirty, whatever, but I just like it. I like the feeling of being, I guess, underground, I guess. I'm like maxing. That was whatever. A set of long winding rails on the ground. Look like veins. That's a cool observation. Anything else? Nope. Rema takes a deep breath, steadying herself. This is the day she has been beep. Yep, sooner than expected. Yes, Rema is certain that even in a somewhat unfinished state, this time her project will succeed. This time, the committee will recognize how invaluable her research is to society at large. They will give her the resources she needs to make her medicine a staple of every dangerous surgical operation, so no one has to suffer from loss the way she has. I can't afford to fail. I only have one chance. Their deaths can't be in vain. I'll make sure that they're remembered. Everything has been for their sake, even if they can't see it. Yeah, of course. The person who is standing closest to Rima moves closer and bumps into her discreetly, stealing her wallet. The case and its precious cargo fall out of her grasp as an unintended consequence of the pickpocket's collision. Rima instinctively reaches towards the charm she kept alongside her wallet, only find both suddenly absent. She spins towards the culprit and sees those familiar shades of dark blue and turquoise slip into their coat pocket. Thief! The charm, please, you can keep the wallet, Salam, Rejan, Salira, Mubarak. Hi, Rejan, happy birthday, dear Ray. We have a special gift for you. Because now you're 10 years old, your present is an evil eye amulet, Chesem Nazar. It will help you when you need it. The thief is already halfway out of her view. Stop! That's the last thing I have from them! As she tries to push past the crowd, light reflecting off shattered glass catches her eye and her peripheral vision. The vials? No, no, no! The project she has sacrificed every aspect of her life for lies precariously on the ground, hanging halfway over the rails below. She scrambles desperately towards the briefcase, green liquid spilling out from the cracks, but loses her footing and falls into the train tracks. Dang, this day sucks. Her blood runs cold as the subway's headlights shine upon her, exiting the tunnel entrance at a speed faster than her overwhelmed senses can comprehend. She cries out, "Help!" Her body's too weak. She cannot pull herself out of the train tracks in time with how deep the trench is. Can anyone? The onlookers simply watch. Yeah. No soul willing to risk their own safety for a situation that is too late to be saved. Time seems to freeze with the sobering realization that I have no one left, no other option. Am I gonna start levitating? No other option, huh? See that? Vials of green liquid. She stares down at the case, knocked open by the impact of the fall. Some of the vials are still intact. She pours it on herself with the precarious milliseconds that... There's nothing left to say. There's no one left to listen. The wave crashes down. Dang. The silence is seemingly infinite until it's broken. Please arrange the following objects. How? You can only carry one object at a time. What the hell? What happened? Please arrange the following letters from first to last. You can only carry one object at a time. My head feels strange. User has not moved. Restating request. Please arrange the following letters from first to last. You can only carry one object at a time. I can't think very clearly. I guess I'll put things in the boxes to get out. Received the letter A. Something belongs here. Okay, time to place it. I'm holding. A. Worked. B. I like the clicking sounds. It scratches something in my brain. Correct. Moving to the next segment. Oh, lordy. Something belongs here. Guess I'm not holding the right thing. Please arrange the following objects. You can only carry one object at a time. Another one? Numbers from highest to lowest. Okay. Interesting. It's not the most difficult task, but you know, I think I just kind of like the little scroll thing moving around. Very nostalgic. Worked. Correct. Moving to the next segment. Really? Please arrange the following objects. You can only carry one object at a time. There aren't many objects left. Feels like I'm reaching the end. Please arrange your remaining objects on opposite ends. You can only carry one object at a time. Just like I can only carry my patience so far. You got it, disembodied voice. What? Last two on opposite ends? Is... here? No? Okay. I think it could have been interesting if there was like maybe two options where it's like you put it on, you know, the wrong end and maybe you get a different ending or something. I don't know. I don't know how many endings there are. I'm assuming one if it's a game jam game. It worked. Correct. Neural integrity has been confirmed. Moving to the final segment. Whoa, please arrange the following objects. You can only carry one object at a time. What the? Whose bodies are these? Please arrange the following objects. You can only carry one object at a time. If one is me, then who did the other body belong to? Did she live a full life? User is not moved despite showing neural capacity. Reinstating quest. There's only one way forward. How do I figure this out with no labels? Yeah, that's my question too. All right. Let's medium-sized object. It's split down the middle. I'm thinking maybe like am I just gonna have to click around and hope? Do I have to touch it and pick it up every time? Oh. Brain. Okay. Oh, it's split down the middle. Oh, it's hints. Okay. Got it. I can do that. A small object. Okay. The right half of a system and seems to filter waste. That's a... Is that a kidney or a liver? They do similar things though. I think it's just kidney. Okay. That's fine. That's like... Okay, wait. Shit. Wait, no, right. But it doesn't go there. Right kidney? But that's the left. Whatever. Whatever. That's the left. That's not the... Unless... Wait. Are the kidneys facing the other way? I feel stupid. I don't know. What's this? Small object. Left half of a system and seems to filter waste. Is it just... See, okay, that doesn't make sense. Because this is... Yes, it's the left. And then this, you're telling me that's the right. But no, it's upside down. Okay, whatever. I can't be mad. I'm normal. You receive a medium-sized object full of acid. Oh, that's it. Stomach. Your stomach is like higher up than... Yeah! First time. Oh, my mouse. Okay. Rope absorbs most water and nutrients. Intestines? No? What? Is it the veins? I just... What? Small intestine. Okay. Alright, whatever. You receive a smaller object like a large rope. It gets rid of waste. Is that just over here? Yeah. I wasn't far off. It was just... I forgot there's large and small intestine. Large object weighing about 3 pounds. Blood filters out on the end. What? Liver. Oh. You receive an object the size of a fist. Spines and contracts rapidly. I feel nervous. Yeah. Kind of feels like a... Maybe because I'm stupid, but it's like slightly educational. Alright. This could be a class project. You receive the left half of a large object. Expands and contracts, it feels light. Yep, left lung. Right half. Right lung. Year. Operation successful. Now entering automation phase. Disconnecting user. Confidential report. Committee files. Whoa! That's loud. The following is what has been gathered from the aftermath. Per Rema's will, her body was transported to her lab and the computer program was sent to autopilot. Slowly pieced together what was left to her, though much of her brain was beyond repair, leaving fragmented memories. It confirmed her restored mental capacity via a simulation. Following protocol, the system went into hibernation, waiting for a massive storm to generate through electric charge to wake up a modified human body. Okay, Frankenstein's monster. The body in question was a cadaver donated by the committee in Rema's early years of research, one that she kept in storage until the time was right. What is wrong with her? She created a gene splicing program as a backup in case she was working with a damaged container. It was this throwaway program that she forgot about, which began splicing solutions for a fractured skull and jaw. The teeth were made with references to shark DNA. The skull was fixed with nails facing the wrong way due to an error. When the time came to wake up, however, the power surge was so substantial that it completely fried the computer system. All of the delicate testing that went into the vials and program development were gone in the minor electrical fire that followed. There's no chance to replicate her years of research, nor to reverse engineer a way to be a better body. This mismatched new body, an experiment gone wrong by all means except one, drew its first breath blank days after dying in two different ways. End of report. Day blank, 5:12 p.m. Whoa. Okay, DeviantArt OC. Ugh, my head. I feel like I got run over by a truck. Hehehe. It would be cooler if it was something bigger than a truck, actually. She rubs her eyes and drowsily observes her surroundings. How did I get here? Is this some kind of prank? Ay. More Ben's version of a robotic arm hooked up to the once functioning series of computers. Hee. Must have been a fun project to build this. The needle in the middle of the claw is a little disconcerting, though. Seriously sucks that it's motionless now. Alas, what a shame. An assortment of medical tools lay on the table. Huh, wonder why that's there. Shattered glass of a television screen. You can see the vague silhouette of your reflection and be probably clear up close. What's the rush of good all day? Not sure why I'm feeling apprehensive, though. Light filters in from the window. Why does this feel like deja vu? Deja vu! I just feel in the space. People higher on the street. My head is splitting apart seriously. Seriously. Okay. TV. Oops, wait. Okay, I think I pressed everything. A piece of memory resurfaces. The person's face is hazy, but their voice is clear. Blank, you've always had your blank's eyes. Blank is frozen in shock. But then, who do those eyes belong to? Whoa. She locks eyes with her reflection and does not recognize what stares back. Her stomach drops. There's a deep, overwhelming urge to throw up immediately. She rushes towards the window, throwing open the wooden frame so she can breathe in fresh air to quell the nausea. She sticks her head out the window to feel the wind rush by, to be reminded that she is alive, even in this form. Whoa. The atmosphere of the city hits her all at once. What is this, Italy? I don't know that. People walking in all directions, the smell of delicious food, the sound of laughter in the distance. Her senses feel heightened, or was it that she never paid attention to this sort of thing before? Regardless, there's a distinct feeling that the city is alive and that she too is alive with it. Life has a strange way of continuing on in spite of it all. I only said Italy because of the very narrow streets, but I know this is not just unique to Italy. Look at me being Eurocentric. Cancel me. Anyway, whether it's because of her disoriented brain or the warm sun on her skin, she has already moved past the initial source of distress, so she can't remember what she did with her life until now. And her body looks severely disfigured to compare to before, not that she was a model. So what? Her stomach growls. She's alive. Her newfound appetite is further proof of that. If she can't remember her former life's purpose, then there is simply an opportunity to choose one for herself. Her stomach growls once more. I don't think I ate anything today. Why, you look like a fish. There's a neon sign flickering in the distance advertising snacks and refreshment at the local arcade. Okay, what money? Was that always down the street? Whoa, they sell popcorn too? Surely this is fate. She supposes that a second chance shouldn't be put to waste. She heads back inside with a more pressing matter of food on her mind. She strides past the entirety of the lab's ruins until the entrance door closes behind her. The committee ceased monitoring. Rather, they lost their anchor for surveillance, as she never turned to that apartment again. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, very Franken. Thank you for playing. You're welcome. Okay. Let's try no one left. Is it the same? Why does my mouse do that? Was it all... Was it the illusion of choice? What? Not supported error failed to load because no supported source was found? What? Pressing escape is not doing anything. Anyway, that was Contraindication. I guess the train was because we got hit by a train. That was an interesting one. Again, I don't want to be overly critical because this was a game jam game, so I also, it's not like I made a game before. Currently making one. Hopefully I don't jinx it. But I don't want to be critical necessarily of like how it's made. I still think I enjoyed it. I think it was nice. I like the fact that it's not just like a visual novel where you can't do anything. The gameplay aspects were very simple, but I like that you know, could like match, you know, like place certain body parts based off of clues. I think that was fun. I think that was interesting, especially for saving time in a game jam game. I think that was a good move, you know, because you only have so much time. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the story. Obviously, Rema, her family seems to have died in some kind of way. I'm assuming the eyes that she's talking about is her mom's eyes. But I don't know. I think I like the fact that there's a mystery to it, where it's like, wait, is it just her mom's eyes? Is this like already, like, is Rema the one that we know? Is she already like a, I guess, created being, you know, like a backup body? I have no idea. I like the science fiction aspect of it. Not a big fan of the design of the Frankenstein's or Rema's monster, you know. But that's okay. I don't know if it was kind of a symbolism of, you know, kind of like cutting your hair, you know, being less outwardly feminine, you know, towards like a non-binary sort of expression, or like androgynous. Definitely family meaning a lot to you. I don't know. I think that it was a very interesting one that I'll be thinking about. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I almost like wish this wasn't a game jam game, so that it could be even more fleshed out. And I would take that as a compliment. You know, I say that fully as a compliment. I mean, that I wish there was more. that I wish I knew more, that there was a little bit more that we could play with. And I think that's just a long way of saying that I liked it. I still think that the art was very interesting. The story was interesting from what I currently understand of it. And I could tell that it had a lot of meaning that I don't fully understand, but meaning that I could tell, in the perspective of the creator, about family. I don't know where, Rema is from and like her family's from, but they are speaking Arabic. I don't know if there's a cultural or different kind of nuance that I don't understand. I understand the evil eye, of course, that's the evil eye that's not actually evil, but is in protection of the evil eye, people looking at you and wishing you ill will and distaste, or not distaste, envy, and then it's stolen from her, she loses it, and what happens? She gets run over by a train. So, yeah, I don't know. I know that at the very least that I liked it. And I hope you did too. I hope you enjoyed watching me play this. I think you should give it a playthrough. It was a very fun experience. I very much look forward to what the creator is going to do next. And I will definitely be keeping tabs on hopefully them having a new project soon. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. You guys have a good rest of your day. Be safe, be happy, be healthy, be nice, be kind, whatever. Do what you want. Just kidding. You can do what you want. You gotta do what I say. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Let me know which game you want me to play next. Bye.